The sweet trap. What if the ingredient hiding in your kitchen is secretly controlling your brain? Imagine eating something so common, so ordinary, that billions of people consume it every day. Yet inside your brain, this innocent ingredient may trigger one of the most powerful reward systems in human biology. Sugar. Sugar looks harmless, but inside your brain it may trigger the same reward system activated by powerful drugs. For centuries it was considered a luxury. Today it's everywhere, hidden in drinks, snacks, sauces, and even foods that don't taste sweet. But scientists have started asking a disturbing question. What if sugar affects the brain in ways that resemble addiction? To understand this, we need to look deep inside the human brain. Inside the brain lies a network of structures designed to keep us alive. One of the most important is the reward system. At the center of this system is a small but powerful region called the nucleus accumbens. This structure responds to pleasurable experiences: eating, social interaction, achievement, and survival behaviors. When something rewarding happens, the brain releases a chemical messenger called dopamine. Dopamine does not simply create pleasure, it creates motivation. It tells your brain, this is important, remember it, do it again. This system helped our ancestors survive. But in the modern world, it can also be hijacked. When you eat refined sugar, your body rapidly converts it into glucose. Glucose enters the bloodstream and quickly reaches the brain. In response, the brain releases dopamine in the reward system. This creates a feeling of pleasure and satisfaction. But refined sugar is different from natural foods. It delivers a fast, concentrated burst of sweetness that our brains rarely encountered during human evolution. The result, a much stronger reward signal. The first bite of something sweet feels amazing, but the feeling doesn't last long. As blood sugar rises, the body releases insulin to bring levels back down. Soon after, the brain may begin craving another dose of sugar to recreate the reward. This cycle can lead to repeated cravings. Over time, the brain may even become less sensitive to dopamine. This means you might need more sugar to feel the same reward. This pattern is one reason some scientists compare sugar cravings to addictive behaviors. Sugar versus drugs, what science says. Some studies on animals have shown that excessive sugar consumption can produce behaviors similar to those seen with addictive substances. In certain experiments, rats given intermittent access to sugar displayed binge-like eating patterns and strong cravings. However, scientists emphasize an important point. Sugar does not affect the brain exactly like drugs such as cocaine. Drugs directly manipulate brain chemistry in far more intense ways, but sugar can still strongly influence reward pathways and eating behavior. In other words, sugar may not be a drug, but it can still be extremely powerful. The modern food environment. The real problem may not be sugar alone. It is the environment we live in. Modern food industries design products that combine sugar, fat, and salt to maximize pleasure. These hyper-palatable foods are engineered to trigger the brain's reward system repeatedly. And unlike drugs, these foods are available everywhere. The brain evolved in a world where sweetness was rare. Today it is constant, why your brain keeps wanting more. The brain remembers rewarding experiences. Every time you eat something sweet, neural pathways strengthen. This process is called reinforcement learning. Over time, even the sight or smell of sugary food can trigger cravings. Your brain begins anticipating the reward before you even take a bite. This anticipation alone can release dopamine. That's why cravings sometimes appear suddenly, even when you're not hungry. Breaking the sugar cycle. Understanding the brain is the first step to changing habits. Reducing sugar doesn't mean eliminating pleasure. It means retraining the brain's reward system. Eating whole foods, balancing meals, and limiting ultra-processed snacks can help stabilize blood sugar levels. Sleep, exercise, and stress management also influence cravings. When the brain receives balanced nutrition, the reward system becomes more stable, and cravings often decrease. Conclusion, the sweet illusion. Sugar itself is not evil, but its effects on the brain are powerful. A substance that once helped humans survive in times of scarcity has become one of the most abundant ingredients in modern diets. Understanding the neuroscience behind cravings helps us see sugar differently, not just as a flavor, but as a signal that speaks directly to the brain. And the more we understand that signal, the more control we regain over our choices. Sugar may seem small, but its effect on the brain can be powerful. The more we understand how our minds work, the more control we gain over our choices. So the next time you crave something sweet, remember, your brain might be asking for more than just sugar. Thank you for watching. You'd be surprised how many everyday things secretly control our brain. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating science and mind-blowing discoveries. Only on this channel.